Hi, I'm Sherry from iloveitalianmovies.com. And hi, everybody. This is Alessandro Rossetto. Alessandro's film is Effetto Domino, Domino, Domino Effect in English, playing now through Sunday thanks to Brooklyn's Film Festival, which this year, for obvious reasons, is completely online and free. There are a lot of interesting movies on the lineup, and you should definitely check it out. And please, even though it's free, donate to the festival if you can. Um, I've been a big fan of Alessandro's ever since 2014 when I attended the screening of his first feature film, Piccola Patria, at the Venice Film Festival, and I loved it. Effetto Domino is even better. It's not exactly your summer feel-good movie, but it's a tragedy and a very contemporary one. In it, Alessandro illustrates the fragility of our economy and in a pretty scary way. It's a story of greed, power, and financial risk and ruin. Alessandro, I remember talking to you back in 2015 when you brought your film Piccola Patria to New York for Open Roads at Lincoln Center. And I told you I loved it, but it was depressing to me. And you disagreed, and you told me that in the end, it was hopeful. The story of these two young girls who use blackmail to try to make money so that they can escape their circumstances. You told me it was part of their process of maturing, and that there was love and redemption for the girls. Do you see the same for the people at Effetto Domino? Do you see love and redemption for them? And is there hope for their world?
Maybe we can say that the people are the same. For this reason, I choose the same actors of Piccola Patria. The title translated in English of Piccola Patria is Small Homeland. But for sure, they are not the same character. The story of Domino Effect is very different, and Domino Effect is a very disparate story. Somehow there's no space for left for love and redemption, because the financial capitalism is very strong and it goes where you want to go. Let's say the film is about globalization, the worst way to do globalization. So we can say in Piccola Patria, in Small Homeland, the process of maturation give hope to the young. Maybe somewhere we can find hope in the figure of Franco Rampazzo, the protagonist. In the end of the scene, we see that perhaps he is understanding that he was not prepared enough for this kind of business. He is understanding that he's still part of old world of working. And it's very important how he lives the scene, meaning he's saying something about work made with hands. So he's asking somehow loyalty and work for everybody, meaning that he's representing somebody somehow bad, like everybody, because in Domino Effect, everybody is very, very bad somehow. But it's true that there's an understanding for this character, and somehow the film is about work, and Franco Rampazzo is shouting work, meaning work for everybody.
No, that's funny. I hadn't thought of it that way. I'm glad I asked this question, because I kept thinking, what was he thinking? And he's old world. That's really an interesting point. So this brings my next question. There are a lot of people who make mistakes, including him. And but whose fault is it in the end? I have this habit of watching a movie and wanting to decide in my own mind whose fault was this. So what do you say? Who is the biggest villain?
But you know, the the domino effect is a phenomenon,
Hmm.
no?
Right.
And technically is a phenomenon. So who falls is does it because someone else felt on him and he, and he too is falling on somebody else. So the important here is the phenomenon. Uh, in my opinion, the phenomenon uh, is is working as the bad things, the system,
Hmm.
no?
Right.
So everybody becomes somehow bad,
Hmm.
and the worst is that is becoming bad and doing uh, bad things with unconsciousness. Is you don't know what's happened and why he is like this, and acting how he's acting. He don't know what he's doing to somebody else that he don't know. So the important here is the system, the phenomenon of domino effect. We can say that somehow uh, who start this bad net is the bankier Vogler. So we can say he is really the bad because he's stalling the project. Hmm?
Right.
He's working with somebody else on this mm, very mysterious and dangerous ideas of the infinity life, no?
Hmm.
This side, this science fiction side of the field somehow. So Vogler, the banker, is really the villain. Is really the bad in the film because he's really starting stalling and selling life, stolen life to everybody. So really is the beginning, no? So is the bad.
Right. But I understand the domino effect. It's almost like a um, infection, contagio. Yeah, it's everyone's getting it. They're not just falling; they're affected, making them, well, worse people than they are.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
for sure they are affected and they are answering to the infection, doing things that are the things that are keeping alive the domino effect.
Hmm. Right. That's good. It's,
Yeah.
it's it's a great movie. I love it. Um, your uh, soundtracks are so good. I still play the soundtrack from Piccola Patria. I love that music. So like, it's obviously this is important to you. Why this is beautiful in Domino Effect. It's beautiful too. Like, I think that you have a talent for soundtracks. Tell me about how you selected that movie. And I mean, sorry, the music, and why it's so important to you to have a good soundtrack.
Yeah, you know, I'm a director and I answering to my need, to my desire, and somehow I don't have the word to explain my love for the soundtrack. But
Hmm.
I can say I work by myself on the research. In the same time, I make the choice, and often I use music that I'm maybe accompany me during the research, the development and the shooting. So the music becomes part of the film, not only at the end during the editing when we start to use the music, but during the growing of the idea, the research, and also the shooting. For sure, after that we have a sort of analysis of and we open the research. In Domino Effect, we have a theme, the main returning, and is Vivaldi, but through this piece I discover all other pieces interesting for the film. So Vivaldi becomes important for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, the main piece of music give this epic atmosphere, and was necessary for the film. And the music in Effetto Domino works also as a link between different chapters. Now, the film is in chapters with a voiceover. It's true that the music is accompanying, and as I said, the linking different part of the film. We leave one chapters, we go to another, but the music helps us to be still in the same mood.
Well done. Well done. Well, you know, I'm sorry that we had to do it over Zoom. Had you thought about coming to New York originally, or?
You know, the quarantine here, you know, in Italy, we had a bad time. So when the news arrived, but other festivals select the music, the film, but was
No.
not possible. Think about a trip. From today, here in Italy, we can move from one region to another.
Great, that's great. That's improvement. But I'm sorry that you couldn't be in New York, because everybody would have liked to have met you. And thank you for your time, Alessandro. And thanks for listening, everybody. And please don't miss this wonderful opportunity to see this wonderful film. It's just, we're so lucky to have it. And anyway, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
And thank you for your time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.